Hello, my name is Kate and this is Positivi's knitting channel. Today I will be sharing my summer knitting plans. It's already July and one might say that it's a bit too late to talk about summer knitting plans, but on the other hand it's perfect time to talk about plans because now everything has crystallized. I'm pretty sure what I will be working on this summer. Of course, some things might change, but I'm pretty confident that these 6 projects I will be talking about today are the ones I will be completing this summer. 2 of them I've actually already completed, 2 of them are works in progress, and then the last 2 are in my knitting queue. For one I already have the yarn, for the other one I kind of know what yarn I will be using. So let's start with this project. It's kind of Monday Sweater by Petit Knit. Kind of not, because I made multiple modifications. But more interesting about this sweater is the yarn, I believe. I used this Atlas yarn by Sandesgarn. I bought it last November during Black Friday sales. It was kind of exprompt decision to buy this yarn, and the reasoning why I was attracted to this yarn was that it included 30% merino wool. I had heard about the Peer Gynt that it's a bit rustic yarn. I hadn't been using it, but I was hoping that maybe this yarn is a bit softer because of the merino content. But now, having been working with it, I can't say that it's softer. I have some Peer Gynt as well that I've been knitting with, so compare these, I wouldn't say that it's softer, it's pretty much the same. And this yarn has different characteristics than your regular wool yarn. So I wouldn't say that it's good substitute to regular wool yarn. And what are the differences? I would say that it has less drape and more structure. So when you are thinking about using this yarn, just keep in mind it might not be good substitute to Peer Gynt. As this yarn holds more structure and it's less drapey, you can also see mistakes much better. For example, the places where I changed the balls, you can see that it's not that even. I might insert some pictures here. So just a few things to keep in mind. I heard someone compare this yarn to blown yarn. It's not blown yarn either. But it's a bit fluffier than your regular yarn, and it breaks more easily. I'm not sure how it's gonna hold up with wear because it's new sweater, but I might let you know after I've had some more wear. Some more things about this yarn. If you look closely, you can see some stripes here. So the yarn isn't that evenly colored. And the stripes are not in the places where I changed the balls. No, they're in random places. So thing to keep in mind. But as this yarn has a rustic feel and like maybe it comes with the territory, so I kind of don't mind to have it like this. The modifications I made to the Monday Sweater pattern was this ribbing. Instead of 1x1 rib, I did 2x2. I did much less sleeve increases because the Monday Sweater pattern has pretty big sleeves, which I don't like that much. I made less increases, and then I did body decreases here. So that's about it. The next project I want to talk about is this Lolita top by Georgia Fibers. I made a separate video about it. I like how it turned out. I won't go in depth here. If you are interested, check out the video. But shortly, it's top-down top knitted on 4mm needles with DK weight yarn, and this design should mimic crochet look, and I think it kind of does. I'm happy how it turned out. I haven't been wearing it much because I don't know, but I will. And let's move on. The next one is work in progress. I started to knit the sweater number 32 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. And this project is missing one sleeve, but the body and the other sleeves are done. I wanted to have a sweater without mohair, and I liked this pattern for this. For a long time, I was thinking what yarn should I be using for this, what colors I want to use, and I couldn't make a decision. And then one evening, I wanted to knit something, but I had completed this previous project. Maybe it was this one. I had finished it, and I didn't have anything on my needles. And then I realized I had to become creative, and I realized that I have these yarns at home. This is Flora by Drops. It's alpaca and wool yarn, and this yarn is Boho by Nako. It's sock yarn, 75% wool, 25% nylon. And I actually very much like how these look together. I've been liking same color stripes. Blue with blue, green with green would be nice, and so on. So I love the color, and it's great that I could come up with this combination with the yarn I already had. About this construction and the pattern, it's the first pattern I've been knitting by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and I've been pleasantly surprised. I have been knitting stripes before, but this pattern came with instructions how to change the yarn, and it's very neat, the technique that is introduced in these videos. For example, here, this part, while doing the creases, you change the yarn, and I think you can't even say that you are changing the yarn. Before I had been knitting stripes, but knitting striped socks, and I didn't use the same technique. I just changed the yarn, and you did see very clearly where you changed the ball. But as these were socks and most of it was under the sole, you didn't see it wearing, so I didn't even bother to check out different techniques to change the yarn. And for the body, let's see which side it was. And this one also. Very neat. So I'm pleasantly surprised. This pattern don't have any short rows. I've been trying it on and it looks okay, but probably I will have more opinions about it once it's finished and I've been wearing it a bit. Might be a problem, might not. And I think that's all. Yeah, the body is a bit short at the moment. I won't be frogging it back to add length because I hope that the blocking might add some length. I will keep it as is for now and see after blocking if I need to add some length. But thus far, super happy with the project. The yarn is a bit rustic and on the neck it's not the most pleasant, but I think it's not a problem either. So, let's move on. The next work in progress is this one. It's gonna be Isabel Top by the Knitper Girl. It's a new pattern. It's published last month. It's top-down top that is knitted on 3mm needles with this lace pattern. It's the most complicated project I've started this far. And after I had done a few rows, I was kind of thinking, oh no, I have to look at the charts all the way through. It's gonna be pretty time consuming. But actually, after doing the repeats a few times, I already had memorized the lace. So even though it kind of looks complicated, it's also pretty simple. This back panel is knitted in 3 different sections. First you do some increases here, then the middle part is knitted straight, and then you do the armhole increases. I use this silk yarn. It's the Madragoa yarn Rosa Rios 4 in 50 grams. Here's 200 meters. The recommended yarn in the pattern is also silk yarn, but slightly thinner. It recommends knitting for olive silk yarn. At first I was hoping to knit this pattern in black because I really liked the sample projects in black. But when I went to the yarn store, they didn't have black. Then I decided to buy this blue color. I'm having a little bit of blue face, as you can see. I'm wearing a blue shirt. This is blue. This one was blue. So I very much like blue at the moment. And I like this shade of blue with this lace motif because the lace gives me very traditional vibe, but this shade of blue gives very modern. So together they kind of give a good mix of both. So the last two are only in planning phase. The first one I'm thinking is the Maritime Tea by Cyril Mokhtari. Originally, it's knitted on 3.5mm needles, but I plan to knit it off gauge on 3mm needles. When I was at the yarn store buying yarn for the Isabel top, this one, I fell in love with the yarn and I had it in another color as well, and I plan to use this same silk yarn for the Maritime Tea. I will be making it without stripes, just plain t-shirt. I think it's gonna be very wearable. I like the color, so very excited about this project. And there are a lot of t-shirt patterns out there. The reason why I like this Maritime Tee is the shoulder construction. I'm not sure what construction method is used in the Maritime Tee, but I like the look. It would be interesting to learn this new technique, so that's a project I hope to complete this summer. And the last one I'm planning to knit is the Maggie cardigan by Petite Knit. I just need more cardigans in my wardrobe. I haven't knitted any cardigans yet, so this is gonna be my first. I plan to knit it with long sleeves, not with short sleeves like it's in the main pattern, but it's very simple modification to make. And I think I'm gonna use this yarn for it. It's Cardiff camel yarn. I have been seeing this yarn and I bought one ball and I like how the case was turned out. That's how it looks. It's very soft and perfect thickness for this pattern. So good match. Yeah, that's it. These are my summer knitting plans. I will be making separate videos for every project when I complete them. So if you want to get more information about the projects I mentioned, you can subscribe to the channel to get notified when I publish the videos. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.